Alright guys, so today we are here talking about something that I've actually wanted for a while, and it's a battery charger. Yeah, doesn't sound overly exciting, but there's a real reason that I wanted this one. Oh yes, this one right here. And we're going to take a look at it right now. Okay guys, so this is the charger that I picked up right here. It's the Solar Charger 26,800 milliamp hour portable solar bank with 4 solar panels for outdoor, 2 inputs, 2 outputs, USB compatible with most smartphones. So right now it's coming in around $58 Canadian, which seems like a pretty good price for something in that ballpark. Right now on Amazon, we're looking at it getting 145 ratings, averaging out at 4.5 stars. So that was one of the big things that kind of sparked my attention, was the fact that a good size amount of ratings at 4.5 stars. Does come with a LED light on it, which also is really cool. And I think just in general, this is a great device for you and I to own if we are concerned with having power available to us. So let's take a look at what's in the box. And here it is. It's the TN4, that's the model number, is TN4. The box itself looks like it was designed out of the 80s. Don't look at that and be like, oh no. No, it is what it is, whatever. It looks like a very generic box that was just kind of built for power banks. Doesn't matter who it gets packaged for. It just kind of fits it well, I guess. Opening it up, what do we get? Top shows this. The only other information we really see on it, and the back, made in China, RoHS compliant. We do get a little stuff on the top here. Efficient output, protection system, wide compatibility. All good information, I guess. But the box itself, again, looks really generic. What's inside? Let's take a look. So first off, we get this. Now, this is just a basic information about the brick, telling you specifications, product diagram, how important it is to make sure that it has been charged. So make sure you guys charge it before you use it. I charged it last night, so it should be okay. A little bit of information based on how to get certain functions of the battery brick to work, as well as some FAQs in regards to how many times it'll charge certain devices, as well as this comes with a 24-month warranty, it says right here, and their service email. So if you need to contact them in regards to it. It does say that the warranty starts at the time of purchase. So be aware that if you ordered this today and it delivered 3 weeks from now, the warranty would start today. Part number 2, micro USB cable. So you get a micro USB to USB. It's not overly long, but long enough to be able to plug it into your laptop or plug it into your wall or whatever. This is it. Overly exciting? No, USB micro. Would love to start seeing some of these bricks be USB-C, but it's okay, I'll survive. So last but not least, what we get is the actual battery brick. So here it is. Half of it is battery, half of it is this wall-y type section. Now on here, if you look, we do have the, I'll say back, which has your light on it, as well as some information in regards to the power bank. So product TN4, it is capacity of 26,800, input 5 volt 2 amps, output 5 volt 2 amps, output capacity 14,800 milliamp hours. Again, here is your flashlight. If you flip it around the side, this is going to be your power indicator, as well as where you would push to turn on and off your flashlight. These little LEDs here will show how much power you have. You will see that everything has a nice seal on it, just make sure. So in the top here, it says USB. If we flip this over, this is going to be your inputs and outputs, your 2 USB-A's, as well as your in, which is your micro USB, and a USB-C out. So I'm a little curious to actually see, because it does say the output is 96. I'm curious to see if this would have enough power to actually charge my laptop. I believe it may. This side here is completely sealed, so nothing that you and I can do to open that. And because it does say that this has some, at least, water resistance to it, you do want to make sure that when you close these ports that they seal nicely. So just make sure they get in there and seal. That's all nice and flush, because if that is up by any means, then that water resistance is gone. Non-existent. So just make sure. So the bonus, of course, with this charger, not only is it 26,800, but it has the ability to solar charge. So we do have one charging paddle, 2 panels, 3 and 4 panels. So this should be really nice. And I want you guys to see this. I'm gonna close this right up. Look at those lights. And I do have, of course, decent lighting in here. As soon as I open this, ready? The charging lights automatically start lighting up. This is fantastic. So the big bonus of this for me, and it may not be for everybody, but for me, is 2 things. Number 1 is if you and I are ever in an instance where you live has a power failure. Now, a power failure that lasts for an hour or 2, most power bricks you and I could use and we'd be good. Power comes on, we just plug them in and charge. But where we live, for instance, especially in the winter, we've had power failures that have lasted actually for days. And because of that, a lot of people are hunting and going out. They may have to go to a mall or somewhere to be able to find somewhere that has power so that they can simply charge their cell phone. Because in an emergency, the cell phone becomes really important. And so many of us are trying to use it sparingly so that we don't go through power. Because a lot of times your cell service is working, you're really mostly concerned with, my phone's gonna die. And we have no idea a lot of times how long it'll be before the power comes back. So being able to put this out in the day and charge the brick so that we can use this at night, for instance, to charge our phones back up or our tablets or whatever, can be huge. Tomorrow we just throw that back out again. So that's a great option for those of us that, again, even at home, that can actually make sure our portables, phones, tablets, can stay charged so that we can stay connected in case of power failure. The other one is something for me and my wife. We haven't done it this year. So my wife and I like to go on little road trips. It could be in the car, it could be on the motorcycle. Now in the car, it's not as big of an issue because we do have little adapters that we plug into our car that we can plug our phone into. But if you're camping, this can be perfect. Or for me, again, especially on a motorcycle, I can actually put this in my tank bag or my rear trunk, and especially in a tank bag, I could actually have this charging while I'm riding. So if you're always wanting power, maybe you're gonna get to a campsite, maybe you're getting to a hotel, maybe you're just wanna make sure that you have power, or you're someone that doesn't want to add anything to their motorcycle that can give you USB power because you don't want all these accessories on your bike. But you want to be able to plug your phone in or your tablet while you're riding, or even something as simple as charging your GoPro cameras. So I brought up my tank bag. Well, this is actually my wife's tank bag, but I brought up a tank bag. And the bonus of this, I'll just move this forward here. This is my wife's tank bag. It's a little beaten up because it's done its job. It's traveled with us all over the place. And we can simply, if this was mounted on her bike, we could take the battery, we could unzip this, and nice and simply take the battery, because we don't need all 4 panels out. We just kind of throw that in there, fold that over. And this now sits on the top of her bike while she's riding, which is gathering solar power and charging the battery brick, which could also be plugged directly into her phone, which she may be using for GPS, or plugged into my GoPro while I'm riding so that it's constantly charging the GoPro, or my Insta360 camera. This is something I've wanted for a while. Now that they have become a little better priced, I think this is a great investment for just about anybody. Like I said, if you're a camper or someone who likes to spend time outdoors, having something that can charge with solar, a battery pack, is a fantastic option. And for those of us that just want something at home as a backup, just in case something like power fails, and we could experience power failure for maybe multiple days, this again is a great option. Because I don't know how many of you, this has happened to me for sure, I've got battery bricks. And last year in the winter, we lost power for 2.5 days because of an ice storm. At that point in time, the power goes off, and guess what I haven't done? I haven't even charged any of my batteries. So even though I have a whole bunch of battery bricks, none of them are ready for this emergency. Whereas this, I could literally just be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna lay this out. And it could be inside. I'll just lay it on the windowsill and let it charge the battery up. That's fantastic. All right, my friends, I'm gonna leave you there. Link down below to this. Like I said, 145 ratings as of time of filming with 4.5 stars, which is great for a battery. Looks like 2-year warranty, which is great. And I think because of its size, It is still very portable and just a great add-on for you and I to have, whether we're camping, riding, hiking, or just as an emergency backup. All right, guys, link down below. If you purchase through our links, as always, it does support the channel, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna leave you guys there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video. Later, my friends.